it up for Iniyaal, Raguraj.
Hi, everybody. I am so happy to be here. My name is Iniyaal. I recently realized that my parents didn't give me the sex talk. Okay, show of hands, whose parents gave them the sex talk? Okay, not a lot. That's so sad. Okay. Well, if there are any parents in the room, I hope this next story serves as a warning as to why you should give your kids the sex talk. So I wasn't given the sex talk, so I went to 5th grade, had sex ed, and walked out like I was in Afghanistan for 8 years. Just like eyes glazed over, like 1,000-mile stare. And so in sex ed, we had to read a passage, and it's basically like this anatomical description of sex. And we had to popcorn read, because popcorn's fun. And so I'm like reading this passage out loud, and the kids near me all start laughing. And I'm like, fuck, like it must be so obvious that all of this information is like new to me. Like I was reading that shit like it was a lore drop. I was like, what? And so I'm like so anxious, and then I look up and I realize they're actually laughing at the kid next to me. Let's call him Kenny, okay? And more specifically, they're laughing and pointing at Kenny's crotch, okay? Kenny had a boner during sex ed. And I don't know which part of the passage stood out to him, but he was having a good time, all right? And so everyone's like, Kenny has a boner, Kenny has a boner, Kenny has a boner. And I hear polar, okay? In my head, I'm like, okay, polar. So then in my 11-year-old brain, I'm like, okay, polar means penis, okay? We're learning a lot today. Maybe we thought it had to do with cold or bears, but polar means penis now, okay? Polar means penis. So a few weeks later, I'm at home. My neighbor comes knocking on my door. And for context, my dad is like the community doctor, so people would come to our house when they were having medical problems. So I was used to this. So someone's knocking at my door, I open the door, my neighbor is panicked. He's frantic. He's like, can I see your dad? I'm like, sure. And at that point also, like sidebar, I was answering the door like a disgruntled employee. I was just like, meltdown at the front door again. So I'm like, Dad, and he comes down, and he's like, go upstairs. So I go upstairs, and obviously I situate myself in a situation where I can see and hear everything, but nobody can see me, duh. And my neighbor's like, I'm struggling, this is getting hard, I can't do this anymore. And my dad goes, this is normal when you're bipolar. And I don't know if you guys remember what I learned in 5th grade, but I went to school the next day and told everyone my neighbor had 2 penises. But I made them take it seriously. I was like, hey guys, it seems like he's going through a hard time, all right? It sounds like an asset, but it's not really doing good for him. The worst part of that story is that I didn't know what polar or penis was, or boner, but I knew what bi meant, which is like such an immigrant kid thing. Like I was put in the spelling bee before they ever gave me the sex talk. Like they were like, boner? I was like, what? But they were like, bi. I was like, oh yes, the Latin word meaning two. Thank you so much. I was a weird kid though. I had issues with my name. My name is Iniyaal, which is a little hard to pronounce. So I do let people call me anal. So I got the nickname in high school. I had a crush on this boy. I hadn't had my first kiss yet, so I was like, I need to have my first kiss. This guy needs to know my name. So I tell my friend, I'm like, go tell Zach that my name is Iniyaal, so then he'll say hi to me, duh. So Zach is passing by me at the end of school. He goes to say my name, but he really, unfortunately, mispronounces it. And I think you guys know what he said. And so I go up to Zach, he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. I said hi anal instead of hi Iniyaal. But wouldn't it be funny if I called you anal? Like, wouldn't that be hilarious? And in that moment, like, that was an important moment, right? Because my name is something sacred in my mother tongue. My parents immigrated from a different country. They didn't bring me here to be called anal by some random white boy. So I looked at him, and then I remembered I hadn't had my first kiss yet. So I was like, you can call me anal, Zach, don't worry. You can call me butthole. Call me whatever you want. I'm Iniyaal Raguraj. That's my time, guys. Thank you.